Hello Magic fans, I'm Beef and welcome back to another standard gameplay video, and today we are continuing our look at the recent Pro Tour decks, and this one is Jeskai Control, piloted by Marco Balaka to semi-final. It was beaten 3-0 by Teamer Harmonizer, which I can understand, and I'll get into that in a second, although this is a much more powerful deck in best of one than Teamer Harmonizer. In fact, I have a 100% win rate. Not a huge amount of games, but, you know, I think my 100% win rate of 4 or 5 games is probably more than the entire games I won with Teamer Harmonizer. So let's get into the deck. And interestingly, it doesn't actually have any cards from Lorwyn Eclipsed, apart from Spell Snare. 1 mana instant, counter target spell of mana value 2. Only 2 of these. This is very powerful when it works, you know, countering a Badger Mole Club, or Abrade's not really relevant here, but there was obviously a lot of powerful 2 mana spells, including things like Consult for Star Chart. If they don't click it, No More Lies, Lightning Helix, Get Lost, you know, well, Get Lost is not really relevant for us. So if it works, it works, but obviously it's very, very limited. The main card, though, is Jeskai Revelation from Tarkir Dragonstorm. A 7 mana instant. Return target spell or permanent to its owner's hand. Jeskai Revelation deals 4 damage to any target. We create 2 1/1 white monk creature tokens of Paris. We draw 2 cards. We gain 4 life. So back in Strixhaven, this reminds me a bit of Magma Opus and Explosive Creativity, I think they're called, which are just expensive spells but do so much. And yeah, this. So interestingly, it's return target spell or permanent, so it can be a pseudo counter spell put into your hand, or you can bounce your opponent's land or anything else on the board. You know, you get some blockers, you deal 4 damage to any target, including your opponent's face, you draw 2 cards and gain 4 life. It is so powerful. But it's 7 mana, so the deck is built to 1, find it, and B, last long enough to get up to that mana cost. So we have the usual. We've got 4 copies of Stock Up. We've got 4 copies of Consult for Star Chart. This lets us rip through our deck. Removal, we've got Get Lost, a couple of Rest in Peace for graveyard decks, 1 Abrade, 4 No More Lies for counter spells, 4 Lightning Helix for smaller things, and then 2 Day of Judgments and 2 Ultimas to wipe the board. As the Ultima deals with artifacts, and then 1 Unagi of Kyoshi Island. 1 we can flash in as a 5/5, and it's hard to remove, but also if we're up against an opponent that draws cards, we will draw lots and lots of cards. Mana base is just, you know, we have a couple of Mistrise Village to make things uncounterable, Cori Mountain Monastery to help get through our deck as well, and then just, you know, mostly the dual lands and the verges. There is a sideboard, because obviously this tournament was best of 3, more counter spells and removal and Voices of Victory and things like that. So the reason I said I could understand why it loses to Teamer Harmonizer, even if I think it's a much more powerful deck, is Teamer Harmonizer is in theory a mid-range deck. If, you know, the idea is you get to turn 5, you play out your Harmonizer, you play a full bore, you play a fetch land, you crack the fetch land, now your Harmonizer smashing in for 28, trample, haste. Obviously, if you've got the Ice Explorer, you can do it maybe a turn earlier. Well, a turn earlier because you can play more lands to get that. But Ice Explorer has 4 toughness. Harmonizer has 4 toughness. It will have 6 once you full bore it. And that way, a Braid doesn't kill it. You need 2 Lightning Helixes to kill them. So if you don't have No More Lies to kill them, then to counter them, then you could be in trouble, because obviously our sweepers are sorcery speed. Get Lost works, but they might have protection. I can't remember if the Teamer Harmonizer deck actually does. So that's why it's a bit harder for this to win, because when I looked at a deck, I was surprised that the only counter spells are No More Lies and Spell Snare, which are conditional counter spells. I was expecting, you know, 3 steps ahead, counters any spell, or there is one from Lorwyn, which I played, which is a 2 mana counter spell, but you've got to blight 2 or pay an extra 1. So, you know, I can understand how this does lose to Teamer Harmonizer. Though I didn't in the game we played, but they didn't draw a Harmonizer until very, very late in the game. But obviously, once we've got the mana, you know, Jeskai Revelations, you can just sit there, wait for them to crack all their fetch lands and swing in with a 28 or 50 power creature, and then just bounce it. Deal 4 to face, whatever, and then hopefully maybe have another Revelations to bounce it again, or a counter spell to get through it. So yeah, that is the one deck that seems pretty well suited to face this deck, but overall I think this deck is more powerful, because I had a great time and didn't lose a game. So hope you enjoy it. If you do, please remember to like and subscribe. I'll give a shout out to my patrons, Arcadius, Mel, Thomas and Adrian. Thank you very much for your support, and I'll see you all in the gameplay. We go first. Well, we've got a lot of interaction. Let's just hold up no more lies. Let's just hold up no more lies. This might be the control mirror. Or maybe not. Gimmick. Yep, we don't want you having that. Dost thou have another one? I would like an extra land. There it is. Now we can stock up and hold up no more lies. We'll take another stock up and let's take a Mistrise Village. Obviously getting to the stage where they might be able to pay for stock up. Not more lies, but it is 3, not 2. They can just consult and get 1 card. Well, let us stock up. Let's get, I think, 2 consults. Get a Mistrise Village down. Well, they get a proper consult going. I think we do use one of ours now. See if we can find Jeskai Revelations. Unless they play a 1-drop, we really want a Lightning Helix. Ooh, did they find a counter spell? Ugh. Let's take a Verge. Prevail. I don't think we need a Day of Judgment. Make our consult the star chart uncounterable. Oh, there's a wistfulness. We will kick our consult. Hopefully find a Jeskai Revelations. You have 1 mana left. You have something. There is a Jeskai Revelations, and let's take a Get Lost. We will get lost your wistfulness now. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm going to shock in a Steam Vents. I don't mind if they have another bigger elemental. Are they just going to Barsing Say? Yeah, go digging. We'll return you. We'll do 4 to you. They could have a hexproof trick. They do not. Wait, is this Team or Harmonizer? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we can't stock up and Revelations. We can stock up and get lost. Well, let's take Unagi and a land, I suppose. We can flash in the Unagi if we need to. They can play. I think we take you out. While we can. Okay. They really wanted their Iced Explorer. Yeah, there is a full bore. Love another Jeskai Revelations. Let's... Oh, we can't do it twice this turn. No. Well, there is a Revelations. Good. Let's get you down. Let's hold up the Revelations. If they warp in the Harmonizer and we bounce it with the Revelations, they can do it again. So I think we need to actually get to combat and then bounce it. You have lots of land. Detect intrusion. Oh, 28 power. They're going to be up to 56 power. Problem is, we draw the No More Lies, and they will most likely be able to pay for it. Bounce to you. 4 to you. Oh, we won't even be able to draw it before they have interaction. So he doesn't have an interaction. To repay the Harmonizer, we can no more lies it. They do not repay the Harmonizer. Well, let's get down and rest in peace. We need more lands. This is lethal, and our opponent scoops. Our opponent goes first. Hopefully, we can Spell Snare something. It'd be worth a shocking Hallowed Fountain. Tell you what, we'll shock in Steam Fence so that Mistrise Village can come into play. Untapped. Still a Badgermole Cub. Can we counter a Badgermole Cub? That was not a 2-drop. Well, Day of Judgment might be relevant. Come on, play a 2-drop. What the hell is wrong with you? Tell you what, let's see if we need to raid something. There's no point of braiding that because we are just going to wipe the board next turn. On 2-drop? No. We are down to 6. They're 2-drop now, aren't they? Play something we can abrade. Maybe we can abrade that. Well, I think we stock up, because then we can hold up Abrade. We definitely want a Jeskai Revelations, and let's get a Cori Mountain Monastery. We can Abrade or No More Lie something. That would have been lethal. Jeskai Revelations for the win, for the rescue. We will bounce your Temple of Abandon, deal 4 to Ithquith. We have protection. Block your Llanowar Elves. We do get an extra score up to 5, but not the end of the world. No. Let's play. Well, let's stock up. I can take Lightning Helix and a Revelations. And let's get down at Elegant Parlor. need that. Lightning Helix can take out a Blarney's Hatcher, as well as so can Abrade. Take out Quatley, go back up to 9. We may just consult the star chart. Unless they show us something Abrade worthy. Lightning Helix. There's another Revelations. We can flash in the Unagi if we really need to as well. When nature calls, run. Do you need the toilet? Let's do 4 to Llanowar Elves, because they then can't cast it. They need an extra forest. Right, let's hold stock up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we can rest in peace. Walk it in with our monks. While holding up Jeskai Revelations for the Gigantosaurus. Or Gigantosaur? Yeah, it's Saurus. Do you think he saw us? Ooh. Well, let's get you down. Let's stock up. Let us get a Get Lost and a Consult. We will Get Lost for the Hammer Skull. We won't be able to Jeskai Revelations, but we're not that fussed about 5, 8 by the Gigantosaurus, but they might just be dead. I think they are. Yeah, we didn't need that last Abrade, but we used it anyway. Good game. We go first. Well, we have removal, but not a lot else. So let's hope we're up against a deck where it matters. Hopefully we can surveil into more action. I think that's land. So are we up against goblins? We don't have double white. That's a mistake. Maybe not the best keep. But I have faith. Right. Now we can hold up No More Lies for a Seersighter Goblin. Or if they had one, they would have played it. Do you have a Burst Lightning? I think they do. Okay. What is in your hand? I have faith. That wasn't faith. Elegant Parlor and a Consult. So we are shields down. Don't need another Mistrise Village. You can't activate your high claw until we take damage. And we are going to take a bit of a hit. That's annoying because they can recast it next turn. Well, we have to have Judgment. We are going to get hit down to 3, unless for some reason they don't. They don't! That, I think, was a mistake on their part. Now we can No More Lies. Hopefully the Hellkite. Are they not playing the Hellkite because we don't have any creatures? Let's consult. Lightning Helix. There's not. I'll hold up the rest in peace until we have our prowess creatures down, seeing as they don't have anything going on in the graveyard. There we go. Oh, it was 5. They only had 4 mana. I was being stupid. Well, we may as well play one of them now. We need card draw. They can give things haste. What are they doing? They're mono red and they've got 5 mana and 4 cards in hand. Unless it is all Burst Lightning. Oh. No, there are no more lies. We need to find a Jeskai Revelations. Or at least a card draw. We haven't seen much card draw. A stock up and a consult. Well, we can Day of Judgment. Well, they're having a Abrade. Going to go after creatures. Ooh, Scalding Viper. Day of Judgment even. The Scalding Viper. think we pitch that. We need card draw and Jeskai Revelation. Now more than ever. Woo! There we go. We will bounce the village. We will deal 4 damage to the Bastronaut. Take 4, draw 2. We can replay the village straight away and probably have some more removal. Do you have an Abrade in hand? You can only go after creatures. There's a Lightning Helix. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We have 10. I think we just play it safe, keep up a Lightning Helix for life and removal, and then we can kick a Consult. So let's kick. Yes please. Yes please. Well, no, I don't think they can kill us. They can't do 4 with 2 mana. Or 2 with 2 mana. They can, but I think they've used all their burst lightnings. Wow. We are down to 2, but we do have 2 Jeskai Revelations in hand. Let's play out our Rest in Peace. Hitting for 4. We can Jeskai Revelation whatever they cast. Which gains us 4 life. Draws the 2 cards. We do 4 to them. Up them down to 7. We bounce you, deal 4 to their face. We save our token, and yeah, now we do just have lethal. I don't know what the stick is. Oh, I suppose they could still warp it and take out one of our tokens, but we can no more lies it if they do. See? Good game. Yeah. Well, we have 4 and then we just do 4 to them, which means we will do 8. We go first. Well, we have a Jeskai Revelations in our opening hand. And some removal. Please have a 2-drop. I've not managed to Spell Snare at the moment. Since I... Fine, let's keep that for now. Goblins don't often have 2-drops. Although Searslicer Goblins, a very good one, and is a 2-drop. But no. you what, take that. We need a fourth land, but we do, I think there are 26 in the deck, so likely to draw one. There we go, and we'll play that out. Now, and yeah, opponent, just play out as many goblins as you can. Because they have judgment in one, seems a bit rough. Well, I suppose we can just Lightning Helix then. Hold up Spell Snare. There, miss land drops. No cards for you! Yeah, we'll take one. Go away, you. I'd like some card draw. We're three lands away from Jeskai Revelations. Oh, there's another Lightning Helix. That can offset all the burn they have. Yee, stock up. Right. Well, I think we've got to take another stock up then. And a Verge. So we can hold up Lightning Helix. I was hoping for no more lies. But I expect they have some more lightning strikes and bolt waves. Obviously, once we get the Jeskai Revelations, we'll just start gaining life. Stock up again. Elegant Parlor and a No More Lies. Sure, we'll keep that because it comes into play untapped. Full power burst lightning. Oh, we should have Lightning Helix. That way, if they have another one, we can Jeskai Revelations it. We will Jeskai Revelations. Bounce your land. Not that it makes much a huge amount of difference. Draw 2, gain 4. Land. Fun. Ooh, Jeskai Revelations. Fun. Just swing in. A baby amounts. And our opponent scoops. That knocks them down to 10. We have 4 1-1s. If we Lightning Helix them down to 7, we'll have 4 2-2, so that's 8. Chances are they had some removal in hand. So it may not be lethal that turn, but it would have been pretty close to lethal, I think. Obviously, depending on what we drew as well.